In the Herald this week. From October 6th to 10th, 51 young priests from across Malaysia and Singapore gathered in the Malacca Johore Diocese, not for another formal meeting, but for something much deeper, brotherhood. The Young Priests Gathering 2025 was filled with laughter, learning, prayer, and heartfelt sharing. It included Dr. Fabian Das's powerful session on mental health and well-being. It was a time of honesty and healing. The priests also explored youth ministry with new eyes, learning to listen before leading, and experienced the warm hospitality of parish families in Air Salat, where faith came alive around family tables and evening prayers. The priests of the Archdiocese of Kuala Lumpur journeyed on a pilgrimage of hope for their October clergy recollection at the Church of St. Thomas the Apostle, Kuantan, one of the designated Jubilee Year pilgrimage centres of the Archdiocese. Held from October 14 to 15th, the recollection was unique as it took place outside the Klang Valley, offering the clergy a refreshing change of setting. The session began with a thought-provoking sharing by parish priest Father George Pakiasamy, who reflected on the meaning of the Jubilee Year in both Jewish and Christian traditions. The two-day gathering became a time of deep prayer, reflection, and fraternity among the priests. On October 10, 2025, the Church of Our Lady of Fatima of the Holy Rosary in Kota Bharu, Kuantan, marked a historic milestone, its 75th anniversary. His Eminence Cardinal Sebastian Francis, Bishop of Penang, presided over the celebration, joined by clergy, religious sisters, and more than 500 faithful from across Malaysia. In his homily, Cardinal Sebastian reminded the faithful that like Mary's yes to God, each of us is called to say our own yes to love, to life, and to God's will. The 1.5-kilometer procession brought hearts together in prayer and unity, a living witness of faith in motion. Following the beautiful Thanksgiving Mass, the parish community gathered once again for a gala dinner the next evening. It was an evening filled with gratitude, laughter, music, and fellowship, as parishioners, clergy, and guests from across Malaysia celebrated this remarkable milestone. On September 28th, the Catholic Ministry for the Deaf celebrated the International Day of Sign Language 2025 at the Church of the Assumption, Petaling Jaya, a joyful gathering that united the deaf and hearing communities in worship and friendship. This year's theme, No Human Rights Without Sign Language Rights, highlighted the importance of recognizing sign language as a bridge of inclusion and a voice for the deaf. During Mass, Archbishop Julian reminded all to rejoice in the Lord always. The celebration continued with lively games, a traditional dance by Teresa Chong, and an exhibition of CMfD's mission to promote inclusion. A highlight of the day was the launch of the Holy Rosary in Malaysian Sign Language, created by deaf Catholics for their community, featuring beautiful artwork by Catholic deaf artist Lim Anwar. In conjunction with the Season of Creation and the World Day of Migrants and Refugees, people of different races and faiths came together in Bukit Minyak for a neighborhood cleanup themed Peace with Creation. Organized by Caritas Penang, the Creation Justice Commission, the Penang Diocesan Youth Network, and the Penang Refugee Network, the event united locals and migrants in caring for a common home and for one another. Armed with gloves and open hearts, participants collected waste, sorted recyclables, and learned practical ways to live out Laudato Si, turning small acts of care into powerful expressions of love for creation. For many refugees, it was a moment to belong, to be seen not as strangers but as neighbors. As the morning ended, gratitude filled the air. Cleaner streets, renewed friendships, and hopeful hearts echoed one truth. Peace with creation begins with peace in the human heart. On your way out, do drop us a like and subscribe if you haven't for more Catholic news and stories. Bye!